Okay, we'll be live on the Twitches. And we'll be live on the YouTubes. Okay, just need the audio check. So let me check from a remote stream. Okay, we shall see how the sound sounds like. Come on. Yeah, I think that's okay. We might need to boost it, but for the time being, we shall stick with that and see how it goes. Okay. We're just live. Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, I believe it's episode 16 of 2 Idiots Learn to Code, Brain Drain Edition. I am one of the idiots. I am Amax Games Davie. I'm trying a new microphone setup as well at the moment. I'm using a Zoom H1 with a lapel mic to see if that gives me better quality than the built-in Bose mic, or the mic built into my Bose headset that we were using. So we'll see how that goes for the stream. If not, I can always wind it back for the next one. So with that in mind, those of you who have not been following the series, this is the Brain Drain series, where we're creating a general knowledge based game, and we are trying to, as a game company, we're trying to build ethical games. So while they rely on adverts and indeed in-app purchases, those in-app purchases are designed, and ads are designed not to interfere as much as possible with the gameplay, while still trying to maintain the ability to keep a freemium game free. So we, at the moment, have agreed to limit our in-app purchases to around £15, which I understand is quite high, but when you see a lot of mobile games today, you're talking 15, 20, £25 as a subscription per month, whereas this would be a one-off fee. We don't want to treat our customers like walking wallets. And the 2 Idiots Learn to Code series is part of us learning to do it using the assistance of AI, as you can see in front of us. Now, those of you who've been following the previous versions, you'll realise that we've built up a little bit of a snagging list here, and some things that we definitely need to work on as well up in the to-do list. So we're going to try and hopefully tackle some of these today. ChatGPT is getting really stroppy when I click on Brain Drain, because of the amount of questions I've actually asked it. So as a result of that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this chat and feed it my information again, and start from scratch so that it's not remembering the last 30 days or so of questions. Okay, so first thing I want to do then is I'm going to create a new chat. This is also, I think, putting a lot of strain on my machine. My machine seems to be fighting for its life sometimes when doing some of these responses. So with this new chat, what I'm hoping to do is I go back to Unity and I go back to my scripts folder and I just select all of these. Give it a moment, since again I'm getting a little bit of lag. Click and drag these and jump over to here and drop them in. You may only upload 10 files at a time. How many have I got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, 12. That's fine. So, okay, Visual Studio is going to open this up because I double clicked on it. Back to the fact I have a dodgy mouse. Okay. Right, so with that in mind, let's grab these 10 files. Oh, God. Let's click on this one, click on this one, click and drag. No, not in there, you idiot. Dragged it to the wrong window. This is why it's called Two Idiots Learn to Code. Okay, so that's interesting. Doesn't tell me how many files I'm allowed to upload. Yeah, you know what? No. Decide not to do this. There's another way to do it. So you can only upload 3 files. Okay. So in that case, we have musicmanager.cs. Settings manager .cs. Add initializer. And I'll add quiz manager database. And we'll do brain drain quiz. And we'll do main menu controller. Actually, no, we'll do stats panel controller because these are the largest ones. How is my Unity code looking? Ooh, it failed. Awesome. So that's interesting. It's the first time I've hit that error message as well. Right. So I need to edit it. Let's try that again. So the main game is brain drain quiz. Okay, and it's quiz database manager. These are the 2 main files. Wow, that's a lot of feedback. Okay. Right, so let's implement a couple of these. So let's find up the hits counter.ui. Which will probably be in here. Okay. Okay, game rounds and blah blah. Okay, so that's it calling it, so that's not related, that's not the actual procedure. That's not the procedure either. Or that, or that, or that. Interesting. Take game mode. Okay, let's try finding it another way then, since that didn't work. Let's do hints. Meaning, no. Hints. Hints, hints. So that's the line that it says it's duplicated. Yeah, so I can take that one out. Okay. Hint, counter, text. Okay, Control F, hint, counter UI, hint, counter UI. Okay, so if hint, counter, text is infinite, I'm just going to change it to a little tilde symbol, since the infinity symbol won't always display. Okay, so I'll do that and save. So that's that one done. Check answer, feedback.txt, new survival streak. Appending feedback.txt before you overwrite it in the next line. So new best survival streak. Okay, do Control F, new best survival streak. Where are we? Oh, actually looks fine to me. I think that one looks okay. I'm not understanding that one. Don't think that's an issue because they're not used. I've fixed that one. Okay. So not bad. Okay, right, so let's go to our snagging list because we said we were working at today, right? So games played does not appear to be being tracked. Okay, so first of all, let's test that. Try this again. Oh, come on, just run the darn game. Okay, stats. My accuracy seems a bit off. So I've completed 30 games. So let's try another one. Okay. Interesting. I didn't get the congratulations sound, in spite of getting all of the questions correct. My infinite hints thing did update though, that's fine. So if I go to quit, go to stats. Okay, so games complete seems to be calculating, right? So I'll need to check that on an actual device just to make sure that error is not just device specific. But for the time being, we can strike that. Okay. All right, so settings. Yeah. Okay. These don't seem to be doing anything. Okay, so yeah, I have definitely broken. I have definitely broken the music manager, and the settings manager is going to be the settings manager. Let's give it the settings manager. Okay. Okay. So there's an issue. So, and difficulty value. So difficulty settings actually showing on stats. Don't think I'd coded that yet, did I? Maybe I did. I did. Okay. Wonder if you can get a tooltip. So difficulty slider, and that's in here. Restore defaults. So difficulty slider dot value. equals 0. Okay, I think I just add these in. So that saves the difficulty, or rather restores the difficulty. Let's go back to here. Look at our music manager. Look at our audio source. Interesting. Let's look at our settings manager. Audio source is fine. Okay, so the difficulty slider has not actually been set up. So I need to go to my stats canvas. No, it's going to be settings canvas, isn't it? Under settings canvas, I've got the difficulty slider. That needs to go in there. Okay. So that might explain why that wasn't actually saving anything. Okay. So sound effects are static but never removed or destroyed. Okay. So it wants me to create a unregistered sound effects source. It doesn't tell me what script this is for. In fact, it has to be the music manager one. No, sorry, the has to be a settings manager one. Okay. So music logic and consistency. Okay, that's maybe what's happening in this match. Play click point, spawn your temporary source instead of using registered sound effects source. Okay. So to play test sound effects needs added. Oh my god, too many windows open. So play test sound effects. Let's throw the new code in here. Right. Apply sound effects volume. Okay. So apply effects volume. It wants me to change it to this. I think. Actually, oops, that's not right. It's misunderstood that. So Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay. So if it's on is set to 0, no, that's fine, because I'm saying if it's set to 0, then that slider doesn't really do anything. Okay. So let's test our sliders now and see if they work. You just can't hear the music when I'm doing this, which is kind of par for the course. I could pipe it in, but it's kind of annoying me at the moment because I need to change the theme music, so it's probably best I don't actually inflict that on you. Okay. So close that after setting it to medium. Not hearing any sound at all at the moment. Okay. That looks like I've fixed the slider issue. Play again. So our medium, so I should have a couple of hard ones in here. 2, 3 medium, 4 medium, 5 medium, 6 medium. Oh, there's my first hard. So 6 medium, 1 hard, 7 medium, 1 hard, 7 medium, 2 hard, 8 medium. Sweet. Right, okay, so that's now working. So if we go back to play again, oops, I was ready to go to play again, but hey ho. It's showing my chosen difficulty down the bottom now. Chosen difficulty equals 2. So you take 1 away from that because it starts at 0. So 0 is basically 1, 1's 2, and 2 is 3. Awesome. Okay, let's quit that. So I want to try again. Hopefully my music plays this time, and I can test my sliders. It's not playing. Our Chief of Security's come in to say hello. Settings back. Okay, let's go for hard. Round mode. Not that quite, but hopefully it saved it. Chief of Security is now sitting on my lap. And saying hello to the YouTubers, kitten. Hey, Spike. Like, no, I'm just going to sit here and get in your way because that's what I do. I'm a cat. Hey, Spikey. You got your new bling? You like your new bling? Hmm? Need to get you a tag to go with it. Yes, so people stop thinking you're a stray. I don't know why it's not playing music at all now. Inside settings. That's because it's turned all the way down. Okay, I'm okay with that. So close. That should have saved it. So if we go back in again. Okay. Yep, we're on hard. So our difficulty level check's now working. Okay. Yep, no other questions other than the difficult ones. I wonder why I'm not hearing the sound. I'm hearing the sound for the ping for a correct answer. I'm not hearing the music though. Interesting, this is a difficulty slider that is missing for a lot of these. I'm guessing that's because they're on the stats bar. So they're not the stats bar, the settings bar, so they don't actually show. So it was interesting that when I went back there, it started trying to play the music. We shall try that again. Okay, so settings, close, quit. Okay, what does my stats say? Game's not running now. I either have the game running when I'm not meant to, or the game not running when I am meant to. Okay, so round mode, submit. Okay, completed my level. Okay, to quit. Music's playing. Okay, go into settings. Yeah, they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. So let's try and play another game now. Let's just switch it to C. C. So I've got to quit. Go to settings. Set this to medium. Okay. Close. Go to round. You can see it's still switching hard. So the settings tab is not saving the information. It's not loading the information correctly, and it's not saving the information correctly. Okay. So this does not seem to be remembering to be updating from saved settings. The difficulty level, the audio, the SFX and music levels, or if they were muted. Difficulty. Okay, so let's give me a new start to try. So let's save that information. This should be loading these settings when the main menu opens, shouldn't it? Although to be fair, Settings Manager covers wonder if that's why. Because these are not being loaded in the main menu. So it's playing with the defaults. Although to be fair, most things are loaded in stats panel, aren't they? Settings Manager. Yeah. No, maybe we're okay. Presumably it's opening all of these anyway. Right, so that update's made. Let's test it. Okay. So I'm not receiving any music, so it doesn't appear to be loading music on startup. Have I changed my audio source? Yeah, so I've not set an output group for that, so that might have something to do with it. That may have something to do with it. Okay, right, so let's not worry about that just now, but if I go into settings, the settings are updated now, so if I move then and close, and I quit, and go back into settings, try again. Okay, go back into settings. So what I'll do is I'll move this one all the way up, move this one all the way down. Not all the way, but just almost. Okay, and I'll close. Back into settings, they're still there, so I'll close, not quit, and then I'll reopen it and see if they stay in the same place. Yep, that looks like it's restoring it now. Awesome. So it's saving the settings and loading the settings. Okay, awesome. Right, so I can quit that. So in theory, everything should be good. Music manager setup, audio source. What should the output be? Playing awake should be fine. Brain drain theme's fine. Mute's turned off. Okay. Seems like we may have resolved that issue. So let's go back to this. Actually, let's go back to our snagging list. So, not saving the player difficulty level appears to be fixed now. Fix audio volume sliders and mute buttons. Actually, need to test the mute buttons. Let's try that just now. Oh, come on, just play the darn game. Okay. I need to test the mute button. So if I click mute sound effects, actually tell if that's clicked. It is. Oh, mute music's ticked as well. Let me or something. Right, so let's untick these. Oh, actually, no, let's tick the mute sound effects. Okay, I didn't hear anything. So let's untick the mute sound effects. That worked, and it worked at a reasonable volume. So let's drop the music down. There we go, I can now hear the music. Okay. So let's zoom out of this a bit. Okay, and close. The music's continuing to play. It's restarting. It's restarting at the correct volume. Awesome. I definitely need to change that music out. If I go into settings and I click mute. Yep, mute's working. Okay. Definitely need to increase the size of them. Need to find out how to do that. Right, okay, so that's going to restart it again. Straight through that. No, these are working now. Strike through that. Okay, stop that. Keep using playing as the same place. Okay. So let's go back to our guru. The game would stop playing now. Okay. Okay. So let's ask it to how do I make the music stay consistent even when I change scenes? Awesome. No response. Let's try that again. Okay. So do I have a music manager? I do. And does it have a script attached? It does. Okay, so it's attached to the music manager script, which is over here. Okay. So I'll give it my music manager.cs. Awesome. So it's given me an improved version. So let's copy that code, move it across. We went from 36 lines to 61. That's a significant jump. Let's save that and go back to our game. Okay. It was saying that I shouldn't have to make other changes though previously, though, wasn't it? So I've got a separate music manager. Okay. Yeah, that's not a complete. That's not a complete list. No, I don't think I wanted to do that just now. So, okay. I think for the time being, I'll do some testing offline, but for the time being, I need to check that, but it looks like this may work. So in fact, let's just try and do that just now. So if I click play, okay. So let's zoom out a bit. Okay, let's go to round mode. See if my music comes back in. It doesn't. Okay, right, so that's fine, but I think I know why. So file and save. Take my music manager and copy it. If I go to our assets, go to scenes, and go to our game scene, there's no music manager, so if I paste that in, let's see if that works now. Nope, not hearing any music. So let's quit that to main menu. Okay, so we will try going back to our main menu. Oh, cancel, let's save. Oh, not save as, save. Go back to our game scene. No, go back to our main menu, I mean. Right, click play. Hopefully it'll run eventually. Not so. Maybe. Okay, that's it running. I can hear music. Nope, as soon as I click on round, it stops playing the music. Right, so let's go back here. Playing again. Don't think I'm going to be able to get the fuzzy matching that I wanted to do this way, but I need to get rid of the snagging list. So, okay. When I select mode or any, when I select a mode from the main menu, the audio stops. How can I stop this? Okay, you'll need one music manager in your whole game. Okay. Place music manager with an audio source in your main menu. Okay. Because it calls don't destroy unload game object. Okay. Make sure okay. If you want to guarantee everywhere without manually dragging it scenes. So add it to an awake method. So this should be in my game scene, shouldn't it? Excuse me, my here, so that would be the script. I believe. I'm pretty sure there's already an awake here. Control F. Oh, there isn't an awake. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, that makes it easy then. Put awake method in. Right. Right, so I've not created a music manager prefab, so is that the problem? So let's delete this music manager because I don't think it's doing anything. Let's save this scene. Let's go back to our main menu. Let's select our music manager and prefab. Oh no, actually the easiest way to do that is to go to assets and prefabs. Do I have any? I do not have any folder. Okay, so let's right click, create folder, call it prefab. Oh, call it prefab. No, come on, play the game with me. Okay, and we go. Now inside the prefab folder, should be able to drag music manager. Let's call music manager.prefab. Okay, let's prefab. What does it say here? I need to rename it Music Manager Prefab. I think I probably do. Okay, let's try this again. So hit play. Come on, play. Okay, my music is playing. No! Okay, quit. That was interesting. Because when I quit there, my music came back in full force. Yeah, okay, so that's not working. Okay, so music still isn't playing when I start mode, and when I quit to main menu, it starts playing at full volume. How can I fix? Okay, so what does it say? Okay. Put your music manager prefab in only the very first scene you load. Okay, which is where it is. Okay. Remove all other music managers from the gameplay scenes. Okay. Scenes. Gameplay scene. Oh, yeah, you can save it. We're good. Okay, there is no gameplay. There's no music manager there, so that should be fine. Okay, make sure the audio source is reserved. Attach the audio source component to the same game object. That way don't destroy and load game up. Spiky! Oh. Okay, so I'm quite confused now. So, alright, okay, you know what? No, I'm going to delete the audio source. Okay, and let's see if it spawns this time. It won't spawn because I didn't open the main menu. But I shall try. Right. Come on, play. Oh, actually, no, I think I'll need to go back to the main menu first. I just said that, didn't I? Excuse me. So no music playing there. Music's playing there. But quits as soon as okay. Right. Yeah, so it's definitely not loading the settings, okay. Also apply save settings on start, update music managers awake. Okay. So we need to go back to main menu. That. And go back to our script. Music managers awake. Okay. Does it have all of that information in it before I copy and paste? Looks like it. Okay. So it's load and save volume states. Yes, play the same track. Play. See if that fixes it. Play the same track across all scenes. Okay, so this is a new music manager. Okay, so what did we have? We've got 64 lines and 60, so I actually removed lines, including screwing up one of them. So I'm going to do Control Z and Control Z and Z, right? So that's not a solution. And the solution doesn't work. So what's actually different? What's changed? Serialized field, please find your instance. Okay. Instance not equal to run, instance don't destroy. Okay, so it's apply save sentence immediately. Okay, so basically changed apply save sentence into that. Music source not equal to null. The music source is playing, then music source stop playing. Okay, so that makes sense. So I don't really see what the changes are there. I mean, it's created another procedure. So it's created applied save settings and it's copying that across. But in reality, meh. I mean, if I just copy this section in, not really gaining much, to be fair. Okay. And we've hit our chat GPT limit. That's unfortunate. Right, so we're hitting it in about an hour. Again, I would be hitting it in about 2 hours if I paid for it, and I don't think it's worth £20 for an extra hour. I really don't. Okay, my music is playing. Go to play a game. Doesn't copy through. Right. Although I'm not hearing my ping now, so does that mean it's actually because it has detected the the sound is muted. Okay. Cool. Right, so I think the oh, hold on a minute, I need to test that again because I think it just went back up to full volume when I quit. Which means my music manager is still not working correctly. Okay. Let's go into our game. Quit. And it's still going to full volume. Oh man, adding music to this was the worst decision I ever made at this point. No, so okay. When I quit, I still from my game scene the audio jump to 100%. Make music manager always save player prefs on scene load. Okay. Or better, whenever scene loads, you can reapply print prefs. Do I have an applied save settings? I think I do. Okay, so copy these. These go in my music manager and scene load and dispose on enable. I think we do. Yeah, because it's already in there. Okay. In settings manager, change the volume and make sure it calls. Okay, so in settings manager, okay. Yeah, it does change it. Apply music volume. Whoops. Mute music, apply sound effects, volume, restore defaults. Register. What the heck is it? It's in here somewhere. Wake, don't destroy. What's up? Apply music volume. There we go. So music manager dot instance dot set volume. Settings panel dot set. See, this doesn't. Okay, let's. So here is my settings manager dot cs. God, that has been done. Okay. So update the new music manager. Okay. Ensure settings manager view. Looks perfect. Okay. Make sure settings manager also uses set value set notify when loading both slivers so it doesn't trigger the event prematurely. True, it did. Okay. So hopefully that's that about. Right. Okay, let's try it now. Try again. Okay, my music's playing fine. So let's play a game. Music stops. Definitely an issue there. So don't destroy unload. Music manager. And settings manager. Okay. I think there's a clash between my music manager and my settings manager, and I think that's maybe what the problem is. Okay. So have I got to quit? No! It reloads at full volume. Let me try this. Right, but there is no additional music manager. You keep going back to that, but I've told you there is only one. Okay. Make music manager always use player prefs. On awake plus scene mode. That apply saved settings? Applied save settings. Player prefs get float. Music key default volume is muted. Music source not equal to no, music source dot volume is muted. Okay, so I mean it's just give me my same code that I already have the wrong way, so that's this isn't helping. Okay, so I need to change because my brain is broken with this when ChatGPT's been crap. So let's go back to our snack game list. Okay, and also music volume levels on PGC. Okay. Oops. Right, so I need to switch this out just now because my brain's just like meh. Because we're going around in circles and that's just irritating the crap out of me right now. Okay, so here is my brain quiz.cs. We'll just see what it says about it. Okay. I should have started a new chat. Okay. You've nested classes and change your quiz script for Bootstrap and music. Okay. Music manager timing issue. Okay. Make music manager true singleton. So let's look at the awake in here. It's around here with the set rounds, wasn't it? It was around by the set rounds. Really? Oh, no, there's awake there. Yeah, okay. So let's want to expand the music manager. Awake instance. Okay. Oh. Try again. Spiky. Stop it. Okay, that's not showing anything. Right, Control Z, Control Z. I mean, can I just take this out? No, that's not going to work. Well, I suppose technically. Oops. Bring this up here. Go back down my week. I can take this part out. Okay. So I can then say I have updated it to down. So was that asking me to change my music manager again? So music manager instance, yeah. Audio source music, yeah. Awake, if source destroy, run. Okay. Instance equals this, don't destroy, unload. Instance don't destroy, unload. Scene manager, scene load. On scene load. What's that is? Okay. And apply saved settings. Okay, so let's do this. And we'll look for the duplicate, shall we? Okay, so instance equals this is default. Don't destroy unload is default. Music source dot play is new. Apply saved volume. It wants me to create. Okay, save that. Okay, scene around. Main menu, scene, place, main menu. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, optional safety improvement instead of instantly blending brain drain, you can check. Okay, so check if one is running. That was in brain drain quiz. So back to the awake. Our chief of security is not liking his new bell. He is really not liking his new bell. Okay. So inside awake. Okay. Oh, that's fine for now. Hopefully, we'll go back to our game. Try again. We'll see how broken it is this time, and I'm sure it will be broken. This is when my lack of skills is showing. Music's playing, it's at a default rate. Go play a game, music stops, so that's nonsense. Okay, I click quit. No, still getting full volume. Oh, okay. Right, so again, need to walk away from this just now. It's definitely annoying. Definitely annoying. Okay. So, time for a new chat. So it forgets all this music nonsense. New chat. Come on, new chat. Sometime today would be good, chat GPT. Right. Come on, am I getting new chat or not? It would seem not. Library, I can I go in new chat? Okay, this is the new chat. Okay. Okay, can't get this working just now. You are no farther forward than you were when I started. Let's move on. And we will try working on something else for now. I want to add a fuzzy match to answer, match to the user's input to check if it is close enough, i.e. the matrix is the answer and the user enters just matrix. Nope, that's completely misunderstood, I think. Or is it just a coincidence that it has matrix in the code? So it's checking the lens. Okay. Okay. I mean, that might be exactly how it'll work. I'll have it do that. So yes, rewrite my check answer. Cool. Okay. Hopefully I just need to replace my check answer with this. No, check answer's a pretty big section. How many lines have we got? Because this is a good sign. So 7, 6, 8. Okay, so that did add some to it. I think we're missing a bracket, or are we not? No, we're not. Interesting. So what's the error then? Because it's shown me an error now. Okay, so that's because string util doesn't exist, so I need to go back here. So do I just add this in? Let's just see. Should this be in its own script? I'd rather it was kept in the brain train quiz. Yes, script. Okay, so okay. Well, by the sounds of it, I just find some place to put it in and do exactly that. I put it in. So I'm guessing it's going to be about here. Okay, seem to solve the error. Right, let's try it. Okay, so oh, that one's not going to have much. Okay, come on, give me one that I can edit slightly. Let's see if this would work. So if I do Isaac with one. Yeah, fuzzy match worked. Okay, cool. Right, so fuzzy match is now set up. I could have sworn I had fuzzy match listed somewhere. Okay, so there we go. But I am going to put a carve it in that, so I'm going to close this one off. But I'm going to add another snacking list. And I'm going to have a fuzzy. I'm going to allow fuzzy match to be an option. To be optional in the settings. Okay. So I've got fuzzy matching. What else do we need to add? I actually thought that would be more difficult. Don't know if we've got a banner add on settings actually. Might need to test that. Status panel still needs to move. Yeah, report bad questions. Oh, we also need a button for interstitial add for hint. Okay. What if I just make a random button appear like during the game? Or should I only make them appear when I've got none left? Should I allow them to bank them? Or should I allow them to only appear when I've got none left? Ooh, that's a decision. I think I should let them bank them. Right. Definitely think I should let them bank them. So let's save this just now. Actually, I'm going to run the game and I'm going to reset my difficult level to easy. Oh, come on, just play the game. It's getting frustrating. Okay, that's it, playing. I forgot what I was going to check. Oh, settings, and I was going to make this easy. I'm going to close. Interesting, that kept the volume as it was. Of course it would, because I'm not changing scenes. So that's cool. Let's quit that. And we need to go to our scenes, and we need to open the game scene. Okay. So Spike, you're getting in the way, pal. You're getting in my way, as you is. You're a good kitten, aren't you? Yes, you're a good kitten. Right. Okay, I think I want to add a button. And we'll just call it hint plus plus or plus hint. No. By hint. Okay. Let's ask the guru, see how it wants to do it. Okay, this has been done. Now I want to add a hint button to my main game scene that when clicked runs a interstitial ad, and on success credits the additional hint. Okay, watch ad for hint. Okay. Okay. Wire your button to select the hint button. Add the on-click event. During the watch ad for. Okay, yeah. So let's go to main camera. Let's go to canvas. Let's select our hint button and duplicate, and call it add hint. And new. I don't want that to be my hint button. I want it to be a new button. So let's go back here, go up top, find my hint button. Okay, find my hint button. Hint, go. Oh, no, that's a hint text. Where's my hint button? Hint, 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 hint. Go. Okay. Remaining hints. Okay. So why can't I find hint button? Control F. H-I. N-T. Button. So there is no hint button. Okay. Really? There's no code for a hint button. So if I go to, is it Ad Manager? No. Quiz Database Manager, it's Quiz Manager. Hint text counter. But there has to be a hint button because when you click on the hint button. Oh. Right, it doesn't matter. Let's go here. Oops. Oh, Control Z for that. Let's rename this add hint button. Okay, and I'll change this to add hint. Okay. Then I'll click on it. And I will change this to watch ad for hint. Okay. We shall now save this. And hopefully now, when I run it, I have a choice to show ad hint, or rather watch ad for hint. Add hint. Error that not ready. Okay, yep. So what's the best way to explain this? If don't show the add hint button if there is no internet access or ads are blocked. Okay, UI button, that makes sense. Don't need the extra section for that, to be honest. Come on, come on. So, Quiz Manager, where is it? There it is. No. Music Manager prefab's not set. I wonder if that's related. So I need to set that. That could be a problem. Or that could be one of the problems. So that's alright, let's get the prefab just now. Might be fixed another error here. This is life, I suppose. Right, yep, that's in there. But it's not what I was looking for. I was looking for... Pretty sure it should be in Quiz Manager. Hint counter text. There we go, hint button. Okay, so now a hint button. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so update hint button visibility. We're really getting to the stage where this could be my first 1,000-line script. Copy. Change that in a minute. Let's do the rest of this. Okay, so add this to the start. We could do the last thing before it finishes. Okay. Add an update. This one update section. I don't think there is. Okay, that's not very helpful. Let's go down the bottom and then let's paste this in. Also, no. Doesn't appear to be a void update there. Okay. Actually, so copy. I'll just put here is my add initializer.cs. Okay, button assigned. Yep. Button visible. Yep. Okay. Just want me to add this to the app manager. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. And I'll just add that as well. Yes, disable what button to stop spamming. Okay, so new watch ad for a hint. So save that. Brain drain. Save that. Watch ad for hints getting updated. Oops. Okay, enable the game button after that completes. So how did I do that? It doesn't really tell me. Actually, it does. Modify your subscriptions and start. Okay, Control F, STRT. It's the last thing I added. Actually, update hint button visibility. Okay, so does it want me to change it to this? Oops, that kind of works. And then it wants me to change the update. Update was all the way down the bottom, wasn't it? Yeah. And add is add showing the ads manager. Okay. Okay. No, I'm not trying to add features like that at the moment. They're nice things that we can patch in at a later date. But not just now. Okay, let's see if we've broken this. So no errors there. So let's save. And let's go to our main menu. Okay, let's run the game. Okay, so we'll get the round mode. I don't see my hint button. Okay, so let's stop that. So if I go into my stats though, I have internet issues here. So it's probably detecting that I'm not able to contact that. Oh, actually no, it wouldn't show. It doesn't show inside the header. I've never managed to add showing in the header, so this is something I'm going to... Yeah, as you can see, it's giving errors down the bottom here. This is something I'm going to have to investigate. Yeah, definitely something I'm going to have to investigate, but I'm going to have to investigate it at a kind of different level. I'm going to have to investigate this physically on a device. Okay, so that's fine. Let's close that just now. It's going to restart again. That's beginning to annoy me really badly. Okay, so let's jump back to our snagging list. I'll put check add plus hint with ads on physical device. Okay. Right, so it's been a couple hours and I'm going to drop off and hopefully it should look better going forward. Hopefully it'll be... I just opened the stream and my stream looks like crud. Why does my stream look like crud? Need to look into that. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to test this on a physical device and we've made progress. So we've got the music bug still to look into. We need to add fuzzy logic as an option inside settings. I need to check or have hints on a physical device. So cool, I will publish this to our intranet so we can see that stuff has been worked on. I think next time I'll do the streak color. I think the banner ad might actually be on the settings page. I might actually have done that. Let me just have a peek at settings. Settings, manager. Nope, not at the moment. Okay, that's fair enough. So yeah, it'll be an ad added to that. Yeah, a link to the stats page from the settings page would be good, and then I can drop off the main page. And an option to report bad questions. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I wonder if I can make it configure a tweet. I don't know. Or maybe I should just tell people to leave a comment under the video. Yeah. I shall need to think about that one. Anyway, this has been episode 17, I believe, of 2 Idiots Learn to Code, and we will see how this goes going forward. We're getting there. Our game's mostly there, but we're down to minor bug fixes at this point with the issue with the music. I need to rewrite a new new theme tune for it. But all in all, everything seems to be improving. The basic gameplay is there. I need an in-app store so you can actually spend your cash, but that's not 100% needed at this point. So I know we'll add onto the to-do list an app store. Oops. An app store where in-game cash and tokens can be spent, and an in-app purchase store for DLC, coins, tokens, and hints. Okay. A in-app purchase, in-app purchase. So thank you for tuning into this episode. I will probably be doing one later on today as well, since it's now Sunday here in Scotland, and once I have done that, then that'll be another episode up and ready for people to view. So with that in mind, thank you for your time, and I shall see you in the next video. Cheers.